take a look at this scrumptious Cranberry Orange Monkey Bread. It is so delicious and has this amazing caramely sauce on it. It only takes a few minutes to put together. Welcome back. I'm Jill with thecarefreekitchen.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite holiday recipes. This is a cranberry orange pull apart monkey bread, and this is tender and sweet and has this amazing caramely sauce on it, and it is a festive holiday recipe. Follow along and I will show you step by step how to make this incredible cranberry orange monkey bread. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I'm just using a microplane to get a really fine orange zest. I need a couple of tablespoons to add to my dough chunks, and then I will also add some to the caramel sauce a little bit later. I'm going to add my cranberries to a strainer and then wash them with cool water. And as I'm washing them, I'm just using my hands to feel the cranberries and be sure to throw out any that are mushy or maybe bruised. And now we're going to open the biscuits, and we're just going to tear it off, and then if you need to whack it, you can just tear it off and then take the biscuits out. And then with those biscuits, if it's stacked about too deep, I like to cut it in quarters. So cut it one way and then cut it the other way, and I'm going to continue to do that with both of my cans of the Grand biscuits and just set those aside. Now I'm going to roll a handful of the cut biscuits into a cinnamon sugar mixture. To that, I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar and then 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and then I'm just going to stir that up. Now I'm going to grease a bundt cake pan with non-stick cooking spray, and I love this coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. And now I'll take those chunks of the Grand biscuits and make sure they're pulled apart, so I'm only getting one piece at a time. And I'm just gonna roll that into the Grand dough, and then I'm going to set that into my bundt cake pan. And I'm going to continue this until I have a full layer of the dough on the bottom, and then I'm going to add a handful of my cranberries and then also sprinkle in a little bit of that orange zest, and this gives it so much flavor. It is so delicious. And now I'm going to continue to layer in my Grand rolls and then also my orange zest and my fresh cranberries until I am all done. Now look how pretty that is. It is all so beautiful and ready to go. When this cooks, those little cranberries just get nice and soft, so you have like this little bit of tartness, but then the warm cinnamon and then the gooey caramel on top. I mean, it is fantastic. Now I'm going to get started on my caramel sauce, and this is really easy to make too, and only takes a couple minutes. Into a large Dutch oven, I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of butter, 2/3 cup of light brown sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of cream, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now I'm just going to mix that up. Now I'm going to use that same microplane and add 1 tablespoon of orange zest to my caramel sauce ingredients. And I'm going to let it come to a boil. And I'm going to boil it for about a minute. And I want all of those sugars in there to dissolve and become kind of caramely. And now I can take it off of the heat and add in about 1 teaspoon of vanilla and just stir that. And now when my caramely sauce is done, I can just pour it over my biscuits right there into the bundt cake pan. And I'm just going to scrape this a little bit with a spatula and make sure I get all of those little bits of delicious sugary caramelly sauce. And if your sauce is pretty thick, you can even like use a spoon and just stir it up just a little bit. You might need to just stir it in if your caramel sauce has had a chance to cool a little bit. Now we're going to bake this in a preheated 350 degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until the edges there are golden brown, and you want the top to be golden brown as well, because we want to make sure that the biscuits are cooked all the way through. When you take it out of the oven, I like to just take a cake stand or a platter and put it on top of my bundt cake pan and then flip it over. And then when you pull it up, like the ooey gooey caramely sauce just comes right down the sides of that beautiful monkey bread. I mean, it is so fun to serve on Christmas morning, on Thanksgiving morning, or when you're having any kind of a party. I mean, this is a show-stopping, delicious recipe that everyone's gonna love. You can serve this warm, you can serve this cold. It's especially delicious served warm because it's ooey and caramely and so delicious. It is so fantastic. This cranberry orange bread is covered in a caramel sauce and is bursting with tart cranberries and sweet orange zest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Carefree Kitchen. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me here, and I will show you all kinds of fun and easy recipes that your family will love. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.